Dear ladies and gentlemen, on the first April 8, 2024, the most unique thing is a total solar eclipse is the most prominent astronomical. 2024 is the time of part standing on Earth observing the sun. The sun will be completely covered by the moon. All the light made the sky dark. Even though it is daytime according to this total eclipse will 4 minutes 28 seconds is a short period of short to admire. However, after calculate the path of the NASA eclipse, decided to use 2 jets, chasing the eclipse to prolong time to observe a total solar eclipse. How true is this story? 2 NASA jets were chased. Can you catch the total solar eclipse or not? We invite you and your friends to explore together. A solar eclipse is a phenomenon that occurs. The moon passes between the Earth and the sun. On the same straight line observed from Earth, we will see the moon obscured. Completely or partially, the sun depends on the degree of solar coverage. People divided into partial, total solar eclipse, annular as good interesting news on April 8, 2024 will happen. The most unique astronomical phenomenon. In the sky, there is a total solar eclipse. That is, at the location of the eclipse, you can see the moon completely eclipsing. The whole sun makes the sky dim. Suddenly, it was as dark as night. It was a brief but that you will absolutely love. Here is a map of the path of. It will be about 16,000 kilometers long and about 185 kilometers starting in Chihuahua, Mexico later. That moved northeast to Texas. Traveled through 15 US states before moving. Moved to Canada and ended up here. List of 15 states where you can visit. Total solar eclipse coverage includes Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine off Japanese road. This whole food North American people still witnessed a partial solar eclipse, and this remains a remarkable sight for NASA. Indicates the phase of this total solar eclipse will last for approximately 4 minutes. It wasn't a long moment, but nor is it short enough to help everyone experience observing from Earth. However, for NASA, that time is not it. Let them do scientific research. So to pull long time, thanks to full NASA, will send 2 jets to chase Japan. In total, 2 aircraft were used. In the task is WB-57. This is the bombers are used in war. World War II today. Still used by NASA. Meteorological. 57 will fly to an altitude of 50. Land, meaning it can fly above the spectral T cloud layer and atmosphere. Capture sharp, clear photos. Visible light and infrared machines. The jet will calculate the takeoff time. Wing and fly correctly when Japanese. The real thing passing through them will speed 740 km/h is all. The speed is quite large compared to the moving speed total according to the total reality will move about 1770 km/h in the equator. At the 2 poles, it will reach 8,000 km/h. This means, although NASA thing, 2 jets chased after the Japanese. Completely real, but they just caught up a bit before being left behind. Because of the eclipse's shadow. Move at too great a speed, at least quickly. 2.4 times the speed of 2 jets. So NASA can only last for. It is not possible flying following. Adding this mission will extend total solar eclipse viewing time from April minutes 28 seconds to about 6 minutes 22. Meaning NASA scientists will have nearly 2 minutes more when observing the. On 2 Vietnamese planes, it took longer. Solar eclipse viewing, underground astronomy. But when flying in the sky chasing after of the moon makes the impossible possible. Being able to have 455 eclipse flight surveillance is also equipped. Special equipment for studying rims. The sunflower will be clearly visible during. All happens through which NASA understand more about the structure and temperature of the solar corona affects the floor, our planet's lead power at the same time. This is the golden time to determine stray asteroids that are normal. They are blocked by disappeared as two planes pass the eastern path of the eclipse. The spectrometer mounted on the flat surface. Temperature and elements are found, seen inside the corona of a that movement is called mass of the corona. Meanwhile, the machine. The image will measure the light of the halo, middle and bottom photographed, to the point of revealing a ring. Near the sun is called the place where the final planet, the third experiment, study the effects of the moon's shadow. To the Earth's ionosphere, scientists return accurate level of electrical. Sadia Habad, researcher at the Astronomy University of Hawaii and is chief scientist of one of the experiments. Experience has shown that by prolonging the time, our overall time is increasing. The duration of the data we obtain chasing the flying is a bold idea, but no, must be the reality of the Japanese expulsion. The first real one took place in 1973. Path of total solar eclipse. That day was about 250. The moon moves at a speed 2,400 km/h. At that climb to an altitude of 17,000 meters, accelerate to speed 2,200 km/h along Japan. Completely real, thus keeping up with it for a long. Completely real, thus keeping up with it. The world's fastest supersonic has pulled total duration from 7 minutes 4 string on the ground for up to flew a record-breaking longest total eclipse in humanity with jet aircraft. Supersonic has been discontinued for Concorde's historic 1973 flight. Still a legend to those people pursuing the eclipse. So far has many eclipse chases by planes are for tourists, but there are no flight. Europe like that in LATAM Airlines used Boeing aircraft. 7879 Dreamliner carrying 43 passengers. Following the eclipse, then flight pulled. The duration of the total solar eclipse is from 4 minutes 32 seconds to 9 minutes, and each passenger had to pay $6,750 for the. Let's wait and see that solar eclipse. 2 NASA jets will fly. How does this mission work? Although, on the 8th of next month, no chance to observe the eclipse, but I'm very happy to inform you that solar eclipse in Mexico, United States, Canadian broadcast time will begin at 11:30 p.m. on April. The program also asks for permission to pause. Hope you have a few minutes. Relaxing and rewarding seconds for now, please. Hello and see you again in the future. Next video, sincerely goodbye.